Hey, make sure to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it anyway. You watched it all the way through. Might as well subscribe while you're at it. And if you don't, you will not know when the next video is up. So, you wouldn't want that now, would you?
Hello. Happy New Year. Look at this apple. Did you guys see my tweet? I thought it was going to pop off. It didn't. Also, I tweeted a picture of this apple. I said New York because it's a big apple. But then Ari at home messaged me and he was like, come to this place because he thought I was in New York. And I was like, I'm not in New York. It's a joke because it's a big apple. Thank you for the 2 months. D Beachy, thank you guys for the subs. That was an absurd amount of subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, so not everyone got it, but I thought it was a pretty good joke. I actually stole it from a reply to my post on my alt Twitter of the same apple. But I did go in there and I replied to the guy and I said I stole this and I said thank you. So it's okay. My New Year's was very sober. Piggy, thank you. My New Year's was very sober. I did go to 6th Street, which was terrifying, by the way. It's like downtown in Austin. And there are just like shootings that happen on 6th. So we were there for New Year's and I was looking around at everybody being like, all right, who is it? Who's it going to be? Like, who's going to pull the gun out right now? But it didn't happen, so that was good. I couldn't drink anything because I have a UTI. Again. I don't think I'd said anything on stream before. Past like 2 months, I've been super nauseous on and off. Skylight, thank you. I've been super nauseous on and off. And then, S-Fan. Clara! Thank you for the 2 months. So I've taken a bunch of pregnancy tests thinking like, what else could it be? I'm not pregnant. And then I also constantly have back pain, like lower back pain, but I always figured that was from working at Alveus. And then I got a UTI and it onset so fast. I was in so much pain. So I went to urgent care, like pretty much immediately. And the doctor was like, this is really bad. And I was like, oh. She was like, this is really bad. Have you been nauseous? And I was like, yes. And she's like, you have lower back pain? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, but it doesn't make any sense because I just got this UTI this morning. And she was like, no, this infection has been here for a long time. So apparently it's from that. So then, because it was so severe, I'm making fruit salad right now. It's not all that interesting to start off. Yes, the spider bite thing is fixed. I'm putting this in a bag, by the way. I'm not throwing it on the floor. Because the infection was so bad, or because the UTI was so bad, she was like, you need to start antibiotics right now, not wait to pick up a prescription tomorrow. So they had to give me a shot. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever had antibiotic shots, but it was a shot in my ass. And I thought, I don't have a problem with needles, right? Like, I don't have a problem getting shots. I thought it was going to be a normal one. It was not normal at all. Like, it hurt so bad. If you don't like needles, you're not going to like hearing this. It was crazy. It was like right here. But she like put it in there, which that part didn't hurt, but it took a comically long time. It took so long. Me and her were having a conversation while she was doing it, and she was like, I promise it's working. It's just really thick medication. It's a really big needle. I was like, okay, cool. And I'm standing up, and after like a minute or something, it just takes forever to like push it in. And after I was doing okay, and then I just started blacking out, and I was like, ma'am, I'm gonna pass out, which I never have with needles. Like, I've never had a problem. And she was like, that's okay. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Like, I don't think that's okay. A whole minute, I doubt it was 60 full seconds, but I would be shocked if it was less than 30. It took such a long time. It was the longest time a needle has been in my body ever. It was crazy. But she finished giving me the vaccine, and then or the antibiotic shot. And then I sat down and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Can I like lie down on the floor? Is that okay?" And she was like, "No." Because I was like, sure. I was positive that I was going to pass out and I didn't want to fall. Like I didn't want to do it in the chair. And so she like reclined the chair back and I like laid in the chair and she was like, I'm going to run out, but you stay here, just sit in the chair, don't move. I'm going to go make sure that this is normal. I'm going to go ask the doctor. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like laying back in the chair, literally like writhing with pain. I don't remember the last time. You ever have pain so bad that you involuntarily groan? The last time I remember that is when I got kicked in the ribs by a horse. I don't think I've done that since, but I'm like writhing in this chair, like involuntarily groaning because it hurts so bad. And the doctor came back in and she was like, "It's fine. It's just really thick medication and a really big needle." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then they left me in there for a while. Thank you. 21 months. That's probably enough strawberries. My parents dropped me off at urgent care because my parents were visiting. And they were waiting in the parking lot. And when I walked back out to the parking lot, I got back in my parents' car and I laid in the back seat and I was like, "Mom, she did something wrong." I was like, she did something wrong. Absolutely. But I don't think she did a good job. I don't think it was supposed to hurt that bad. But it was wild. And then I came back and I talked to Connor about it. And Connor said that with that medicine, because it's so thick, when they inject it, it has to be a really big needle, right? So that it's really thick medication, so it has to fit through the needle. And then it takes a really long time to be injected because it's muscular. So it has to push apart muscle fibers so that all the medicine fits inside, which is why it took such a long time. So anyway, I got an antibiotic shot and I would not recommend it. And now I'm on antibiotics, like a normal round of antibiotics. And we'll see where it goes. Horse needle? Yeah. Oh, he's dead. I was gonna get one for fun, but now I won't. Are you feeling better? Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.